Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Right to the air is Burrow. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, Mark, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
I'm one, ready? Here we go. 12. Ready? Stop.
Here's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Here we go.
Brown is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here we go.
Brown once more. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Richardson off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Ready. Watch it, Oscar. 19. Yeah. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. 11, top. Ready.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Burrow will throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mecole Hardman, 47 yards. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Pushing his way through. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Again, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Cincinnati.
Gun.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. This is Brown going up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Bengals 21, Dolphins 7. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Tim Carey now for Derrick Henry. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Tua going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm fine, ready?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
180. 180. Got.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to power through. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First down 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Done. 11. 10.
An inside give, Brown. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Henry again on second down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On the option left, Richardson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This 2nd and 4. Richardson working from the gun. Pass caught by Pearson. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, this is one wide receiver whose toughness will never be questioned because he fires off the line of scrimmage, runs his route, and he understands sometimes the collision is going to happen. In this case, steals himself well, keeps the arms extended, and makes a big-time catch.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our place.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
11.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Bengals first down. First
Gun,
and
gun.
goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Okay, set. Stop.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal?
Here we go, here we go.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This going to be returned from the 2. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Go.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hardman to return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
49-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. in trouble, and he's taken down. Chris Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
180. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's Richardson to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Shamar Stewart. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
70 Timberwolves.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Buffalo, Cavity Lions.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Again, it's Richardson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Ricky Pearsall, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Dolphins 14.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Gun. 10.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hold it ready.
This is 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 2.
Richardson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Fighting his way through contact. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
And Richardson back to throw it. He's got Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Here's Richardson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
22-yard line.
18, Romeo. 18, ready. 19, Tiger. 19, ready.
Richardson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Richardson to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
68, Mustang 19. Lion.
Now Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
White 80.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
single piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Why, son of a gun, hey,